On this vote, the yeas are 414, the nays are 2.
It was a nearly unanimous vote to mourn 50,000 people killed by an earthquake in Turkey and Syria.
The resolution is agreed to, and without objection, the motion to reconsider is laid on the table.
So who were the two House members who voted against the resolution? Kentucky Republican Thomas Massie and Georgia Republican Marjorie Taylor Greene. Greene offered no explanation. But the no vote was especially striking given that in February, Greene tweeted, "praying for Turkey and other countries suffering through deadly earthquakes." Also, the House resolution was sponsored by a conservative Republican, Joe Wilson of South Carolina.
Mr. Speaker, America and the world have been shocked by the deadly earthquake in Turkey and Syria on February 6th, which killed more than 50,000 people and injured more than 100,000 people.
The resolution, H.R. 132, called for mourning of the victims as well as condemnation of efforts by the Assad regime of Syria to exploit the disaster to evade international pressure and accountability, including by preventing the United Nations from providing assistance through border crossings between Turkey and Syria. Again, this is not controversial stuff. There was no money at stake here, just a resolution, a symbolic one, voicing support for the people of Turkey and Syria. And yet Marjorie Taylor Greene and one other Republican felt the need to vote no. It has prompted headlines, including this one from the Daily Beast. MTG couldn't care less about those who died in Turkey's earthquake. A few supporters of Marjorie Taylor Greene say that perhaps she was distracted. Greene tweeted Monday night, quote, "I was attacked in a restaurant tonight by an insane woman and screamed at by her adult son. They had no respect for the restaurant or the staff or the other people dining or people like me who simply have different political views. They are self-righteous, insane, and completely out of control. I was sitting at my table working with my staff and never even noticed these people until they turned into demons. People used to respect others even if they had different views, but not anymore. Our country is gone." Well, if our country is gone, it's in part because of Marjorie Taylor Greene. She does not have a leg to stand on when it comes to lecturing others about respect. She heckled President Biden during his State of the Union address, prompting House Speaker Kevin McCarthy to shush her.
I'll give you a copy of the proposal.
Before Greene was elected to Congress, Greene harassed gun control advocate David Hogg, peppering him with taunts.
Why are you supporting red flag gun laws that attack our Second Amendment rights? And why are you using kids to get as a barrier?
The year before that, Greene repeatedly suggested executing prominent Democratic lawmakers. So when Marjorie Taylor Greene complains about people holding different political views, keep in mind that her views are not just different, they are extreme. Greene has spread conspiracy theories and anti-Semitic, homophobic, and transphobic rhetoric. She recently called for national divorce in order to install a white supremacist single-party authoritarian government over Republican states. To be clear, I do not think it's appropriate to yell and scream at anybody in a public restaurant. But Marjorie Taylor Greene does not deserve any sympathy. She refused to provide any sympathy to people in Turkey and Syria who don't even have food or shelter. And that was not a difficult vote. We recently did a video about Marjorie Taylor Greene and her Islamophobic statements through the years. You can check it out at the link below.
But we have an Islamic invasion into our government offices. Stay over there in the Middle East. You stay there and go to Mecca and do all your thing, have a whole bunch of wives or goats or sheep or whatever you want. You stay over there.
I'm David Shuster. Thanks for joining us.